Hi everyone, welcome to week 10, week 2 in quarantine. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you guys are staying healthy and are able to quarantine pretty easily. We got some bad news about my dad. I don't think I told you this last week. It's got 2 to 3 months left. So for me, it's kind of a mixed blessing that I'm kind of stuck at home. I've been spending most of my time here with him. My sister's been sleeping here, but she's leaving Thursday, so I'll be taking over from her and be with him. So even though I'm stuck at home, at least I get to be at home. So, a little bit of a mixed blessing. It makes it interesting to try to buy food for 2 households, though. And also we're having a lot of the hospice people in, so it's a little nerve-wracking trying to do that. First thing I wanted to talk to you about is having a Webex meeting. I know you've been having them in other classes and they've been not super successful. I would love to chat with everyone though. I'm a little jealous that some of the other instructors have actually gotten to see you guys. So my plan is to be available at 1:30 and I will put up, I have a room on Webex. I will send everyone that address, and I would love to see whoever would like instruction on this week 10 material. If you want to just come in and say hi, I would love to see you. If you have questions and it's a good time, I can go over the entire week with you, whatever works for you or whatever you're interested in. My schedule will probably be at 1:30. I'll go through and explain what I'm explaining you now, but you can ask questions about it, and then I'll just be available for just chatting. I'll probably stay like an hour in the room, unless I need to stay longer. Then I'm happy to stay as long as you need. So if you can't come on Tuesday at 1:30, please know that I am available by phone. You guys have my cell phone number. I can post it again. I think it's in my information. I put it in last week. My instructor information over in this column. But you're more than welcome to text me. You can also call me. And if you feel more comfortable emailing, I'd be happy to do that too. So just let me know what I can do to support you. I've seen that some of you have not done the work for this week, and I just want to make sure that you have enough information about it that it's fairly easy for you. If you need an extension on something, please let me know too, and I would be happy to give that to you. I think keeping the deadlines is kind of important, not because I need you to get things done at a certain time, but I think it keeps everyone kind of moving along at the same pace, and that somebody doesn't say, oh, I'll just do it in a couple weeks, and then suddenly it's May and you've got 5 weeks of work to do. So, but if you do need the extensions, I'm happy to help you with that. I'm also happy to help you with any online, if you want tutorials, if you want me to walk through something. One student called me and I helped her through the stations. I'm happy to do that with anyone. So just let me know what I can do to help. It'll probably take me about a week. Since I have 4 classes online, it'll take me about a week to get this week graded for next week, but I should be moving along with it. This week in class, we are going to talk, so this is week 10. We're going to be talking about invented spelling and writing and the writing timeline. We're going to be doing, I think what I'm going to do that would work the best is that the reading that I give you is going to be kind of foreshadowing what we're going to do next week. So last week, the reading that you finished is about, there's a lot about the timeline for writing and how children develop the skill of writing. The first thing I wanted to do, though, is I wanted to read you a story. The name of this is One, and it's by Catherine Otashi. And as you see, it's got a award here, so we know that it's high quality children's literature. It is not a Caldecott. This is a E.B. White. So if you remember E.B. White, she's the one who wrote Charlotte's Web, and she has an award that's been named after her. So if you were children, I would say to you, look at this word. It's an O, an N, and an E, and that's one. That's the word one. What color do you see in the middle of that O? It's blue. That's right. Let's find out about this. Blue was a quiet color. He enjoyed looking up at the sky, floating on the waves, and on days he felt darling splashing in rain puddles. Have you ever splashed in a rain puddle before? Every once in a while he wished he could be more sunny like yellow, or bright like green, or more regal like purple. or outgoing like orange, but overall he liked being blue, except when he was, you know what color that is? Red. Red was a hothead. He liked to pick on blue. Red is a great color, he'd say. Red is hot. Blue is not. Then Blue would feel bad about being blue. Sometimes Yellow confronted Blue. Blue is a very nice color, she'd say. But Yellow never said that in front of Red. She never said, stop picking on Blue. How do you think Blue felt? Green, purple, and orange thought Blue was nice too, but they never told Red to stop. Every time Red said something mean and no one spoke up, he got bigger and bigger and bigger. Kira, this reminds me of something you should read to your daughter. I would appreciate the preschool humor. Soon Red grew so big that everyone was afraid of him. No one dared stop him. Red picked on all of the colors. Look at all the colors, they're small. And red is big. Why do you think red is big? Then everyone felt a little blue. Until one day he had a different shape with bold strokes and squared corners. He was funny. He made the colors laugh. What color is he? He's gray. Red saw this and got very hot. Stop laughing, he told Yellow. Stop laughing, he told Green. Stop laughing, he told Purple and Orange. And they did. Red rolled up to one. Stop laughing, he told him. But one stood up straight like an arrow and said no. Red was mad, but one couldn't budge, so Red. But one, it's not a color, it's one. Gray. Sorry. So Red rolled away. One turned to the other colors and said, if someone is mean and picks on me, I, for one, stand up and say no. Then Yellow felt brave and said, me too. Green agreed and said, me three. And then 4 became 4 and 5 became 5. Blue saw the colors change. He wanted to count. Red grew red and hot. He felt left out. He grew hotter and hotter and hotter. Red raced over to Blue and said, what he always did. Red is hot. Blue is not. But this time, Blue stood up and tall and became 6. Red can be really hot, he said, but Blue can be super cool. Red blew a fuse and tried to roll over Blue. But everyone took a stand and said no. Then, seeing them stand tall made Red feel very, very, very small. Then Red turned even redder and began rolling away. Blue called out, can Red be hot and Blue be cool? Red stopped in his tracks. Red can count 2, said one. Red rolled over and turned into 7. Everyone counts, they shouted. Then Red laughed and joined the fun. Sometimes it takes just one. So what do you think this book is about? So if you were with children, you would say, how do you think Blue felt when Red made fun of him? And then what happened? What happened to the colors? When the one came, how did that change? But as teachers, what does this book talk about? Bullying, right? So if you had a child who was having a hard time with the other kids, this would be a nice book to be able to talk to them about that. Okay, so this week, here is Inventing and Spelling and Writing Timeline. Watch weekly video, you're doing that now. Kim's book project. So what I've decided to do is give you an extra week on Kim's book project, the book without words. It will be due next Tuesday. Not next Tuesday, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to think about that because everything's usually due on Monday night. So I guess I'll make it due on Monday night, okay? So Monday the 13th, I need you to email me a video of you reading Kim's book, okay? The book that you wrote, that you created with Kim. And I need to see what I'm going to do. Is Kim and I talked and we decided that we just want you to do the best you can. And if you don't have the resources, just put in whatever you can. What you will do for your grade is you're going to read it in a video. So you can make a video with your phone or whatever works for you. And I'm going to have you send it to me through email. And then the book at the end of the semester, hopefully we'll be able to get back to the campus. But what I'll do is I will give you extra credit points for handing it in. So you are required to read it to the class and you will get a pretty good amount of points for handing it in. And the only way you can really hand it in will be once we're allowed back on campus. So the great thing about our grades is that I can change grades at any time. So if you get an A, B in the class, and the book could give you enough points to get the higher grade, and all I would need to do is put in a grade change for you that you could get the higher grade based on the extra credit points for handing in your book. It's just the best compromise for you guys. That we know that this is a lot, and some of you might not have the materials you need, so you can improvise on anything you can find. If there's a material that you absolutely need and you can't get a hold of, please let me know. Email me, text me, whatever, and I'll see what I can do for you. Okay, so this week you're going to read Chapter 8 in the book, and there's a Chapter 8 quiz. You're going to read an article called Supporting Children's Emergent Writing, and there's an assignment that goes with it. There's an alphabet knowledge writing assessment, an assignment reading, there's a reading summary, holiday discussion board, and let's discuss what you've learned about emergent writing discussion board. So if you click on the folder, all of those documents are in here, and we can take a look at them. So here's the book, Chapter 8. Here's the quiz. Here is a chart of emergent writing. It's super important to take a look at how writing emerges. And we learned that when we were talking about art, and we talked about the scribble phase. It talked about it in the book in the chapter you read last week. Children begin scribbling, and then they move into the, remember how we did, then they make shapes that look like things, intentional. That's also part of their writing. This is invisible for you. So what is emergent writing? Then there's an article on promoting preschool's emergent writing. And then there's an assignment on this article. This assignment goes with it. So while you're reading the article, you can answer the questions. Supporting emergent writing is another article. Analysis of emergent writing worksheets. So this is a handout that you're going to take a look at. What I did is here I made a worksheet similar to the one above. So I want you to use the one above as kind of a sample, but I kind of turned it into our own version of it. And I want you to find a piece of writing from a child, and I want you to do an assessment on their writing. So I know that sounds confusing. You can even Google child's emergent writing, and you will find tons of different samples of writing. And then I'd like you, just because we need to practice this, and we're going to do it, I was going to have an assignment in class where I have you get a sample of writing and bring it into the classroom. It should be a child under the age of 5, because anybody above has already been able to. Well, no, actually, it could be children who are 5 and 6 and 7 who are learning to write, because then they're going to be working on inventive spelling. So what you're going to do is you're going to describe what the child art that you Googled or got from your niece or Maddie, you can get it from your niece, and Kira can get her own. And I think a lot of you have some access to children. You've got nieces. So you're going to take it or Google it. It's totally fine if you find one online. It's fine. You're going to describe a description of the work sample, or if you can attach the work sample to the assignment, that would be fantastic too. And then, did the child write it independently, or did they have an adult help? Then all you're going to do is circle the things that you observed happening. So you're going to look at these, and it's attached to the reading, so it'll make sense after you do the reading. So you're going to say what the sample looks like. Here you're going to attach it, or you can even draw a copy of it, whatever works for you. And then what could you do to support that level that they're at? So this is an assessment of children's writing, and we're just going to do a little sample one, okay? So not too stressful. Okay, let's go back. After you do that, you are going to, sorry, I'm trying to get your alphabet writing. Okay, so this is an article. It's a pretty long article. It's got some great information on it. What I want you to do is do a reading summary on it. Okay, so you're going to just answer a few questions and just bring out the points that you thought were the most important. So that's in this space. And then there are 2 discussion boards, and I hope they're linked. Maybe I haven't linked them yet. I will definitely link them to here so that you can see them here and click over to them. You could always go over to the discussion tab and get them that way. So you see that there's there are holidays. Here's one of